So this is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie for the Super Nintendo. This is a submission for Summer Games Didn't Quit 2015. And I'm going to be walking people through some basic strategies involving volt routing, boss battles, and also just some of the new tech that was discovered recently. We choose Rocky in this game because he has an awesome high jump kick and a special that is very uncontested amongst the other Rangers. Wait for the putties to get on screen so we can collect these bolts. We have to morph as soon as possible because morphing means doing more damage, which allows for a better, faster speed run. Morphing actually does so much damage that the new game Plus run is actually 2 to 3 minutes faster than this. So everything between now and the boss is basically damage boosting. The mini boss can be skipped using Raku's special, and you'll see why Raku's special is so good. And be a little bit more conservative on the bolt route for a marathon run, just to make sure I can do the appropriate skips. Do a little bit of a hop there so that sign doesn't get us. There you go. Here comes the damage booster with the lava. Or fire. Alright, let's see if we can get a flame skip here. That means we just take out these putties before, I want to say, a third flame comes up. We got it. So right now, as we're waiting for this to come in, I would tell them if they wanted to read a couple more donations, they could. The game becomes a little action-packed in Stage 2. Stage 3 is more time for reading donations. Stage 3 boss is exciting, and Stage 4 not. It's nothing but action. There we go. Not bad, actually. I remember we're comparing to the average splits of this. Very nice first boss, though. We were able to stun lock him. So stage 2 is the aircraft carrier. This is a highly technical stage because the bolts have to be exactly perfect to do the proper amount of skips. There's a few minor skips here and there, and then the boss is actually really difficult. Very notorious for being hard. Here you'll see Rocky's jump kicks very useful. We're going to try to take as safe of a marathon safe route as possible here. Wouldn't going against is definitely a pain in the butt. Luckily, you have enough health to be able to handle most things that come your way. No extra airplanes in there, which is good. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so that outside's actually really crowded and might be potential serious time for me. The interior's not as bad until you get up to the boss. There's actually a lot of goofing off, if you will. We'll grab some extra bolts just to ensure marathon safety. Alright, so this is kind of fun. The background kind of plays with the foreground here. You can kind of punch those back at them. It doesn't really save or lose any time if you get them or not. Okay. Here comes the skiff here. There we go, there's no putty there with a gun normally, so we got putty skip. Very cool. We're gonna grab a few extra bolts just so we can show that off a little bit better, and while ensuring that we have the proper bolt count. We're gonna take a purposeful death here to fill up the meter because we will need all the hits possible for cannon top. There we go. No lag. Good way to take a death in this game. It's a purposeful death. Alright, let's see if we can do spider skip. There we go. There's spider skip. We use the spider to get over the gap a little easier. Perfect. So here comes Cannon Top. Not an easy boss by any means, but with the skip we use, he's not too bad. Have to take a hit there in order to keep hitting him. And there's Cannon Top. Very nice. Split a little late there. Very nice stage though. Have to kind of do this like rocking action back and forth with the D-pad. I'd show you, but I gotta keep going here. Very tough boss to do though, nonetheless. This is stage 3. A lot of it is auto-scroller, but the jumps are pretty tough, I will admit. We want to morph before the boss, not because it'll help out too much, we'll just save maybe like a second and a half on animation. You don't want it to happen right before the boss, it's too much animation at once for the game. So right now would be a wonderful time to read donations. After this stage go, things definitely get real as far as that difficulty curving is concerned. This is actually really challenging if it's somebody first or even second playthrough. And there is the novelty of punching someone off a snowmobile. The boss at the end of this stage, Skellerina, she's probably the toughest boss in the game, even tougher than Ooze. But if a certain glitch goes right, it's not too bad. I believe even the world record run might have a death on her, but deaths are very not so costly in this game, so it's nothing to worry about. Like that. Ha ha ha. I made it funny. We'll be getting an extra life down here anyway, so it's no big deal. We're gonna kick Skelerina's butt. I meant to do that, right? By showing you guys how non-costly deaths are. Here comes my extra one up. Let's get these two putties off the screen right away. Don't want that because we're not gonna be able to use the special here anyways. In New Game Plus you can use the special here, but not in any percent. Skelerina is a pain in the butt though, for sure. Probably gonna have to take a death here at some point. We don't want to be too conservative, otherwise we waste too much time. Had to go for the glitch. The glitch is always worth trying for just because of how non-costly deaths are here. There we go. No biggie. That's absolute worst case scenario, so as you see, not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. We keep going. So this would be a pretty good submission for the Awful Games Done Quick block, just because it is so cheesy. It's cheesy, but a ton of fun. So this is stage 4. And you're pretty much in control of your own destiny here. In terms of how fast things go in this stage. Whereas in stage 3, the most dangerous thing is your boredom. In stage 4, you need to sharply be paying attention at all times to what's going on. Okay, we're all ready to morph once we get to the spot we need to go to. Damage booster with this guy. So we're gonna morph right away here because we do more damage as a ranger. Take the extra little hit there as we're moving over. There we go. Knocks us right into that. It's beautiful. Gotta make sure we get all these bolts. We're gonna try to lock down Magnet Brain, which looks beautiful when it's done. what's gonna happen is we're gonna pull out our sword with our fully engaged power meter, and we're gonna stun lock Magnet Brain. It's really, really awesome looking, but it involves definitely some focus and consistency of direction. We can't go away even once, otherwise it's gonna break the stun lock. First though, a little bit of platforming. Ah, I didn't expect that in a Power Rangers game, huh? Yeah, that jump's actually pretty tough to do. Let's go for that. Backup strats. Never leave home without him. Alright, let's go. No, we couldn't do anything there. That was a bad pattern. There we go. We almost had it. There we go. We got him. Stun locked enough. We'll take it. Thank you. It wasn't a full stun lock, but you got the idea. You can stun lock him across the entire thing. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but that was good enough. For sure. Alright, let's try to save some time in stage 5, the most technical level and exciting level of the game. So here goes. We're gonna have to take down some extra enemies in the beginning because we don't want to leave things up to total RNG. So we need those big bolts, and we're gonna need to morph by the wall on the interior, and I'll let you know which one it is, because it's easier to take down that wall with it. Okay. There are backup plans in place just in case we can't morph there, but we're gonna defeat every single enemy possible in order to make sure that happens. There we go. Knew it was in that one. Alright, here comes Tank Boss. Hang on. A little bit of serious time here. There we go. Not a bad tank mini boss. We definitely didn't get great RNG with it, but nice double kick there on the ninja. That's also some of the new tech discovered. Gotta do it fast though. There we go. Safe to cycle on him. Alright, we should have enough to work with here. We'll have to kill a couple extra enemies, but that's why we do what we do there. Getting some extra bolts here for some security. Much easier to get the bolts from the putties for sure. Alright, let's morph here. This will break the wall easier. Beautiful. Sometimes you have to make your own luck. Okay. This is where some of the platforming comes into play, as I had discussed earlier. We're going to be doing some crusher skips here, making sure we skip some cycles. That was not one of them, don't worry. We don't do that one. Alright, here we go. Jump as it's coming down, and then that way, we gotta cross in one swoop. one more of those. No, you're not getting deja vu. There we go. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. That actually worked perfect buffer-wise. There we go. Very nice. Just need a route to get through those. I mean, nearly everything will hurt you in this section. Here comes the ascent. And again, some serious time here. I think this will speak for itself, but I'll talk a little bit about it later. There we go! There's Ninja Skip, folks. We're gonna get that for safety reasons. And this for safety reasons. There we go. That's okay, we'll wait an extra cycle. Alright. So here comes Silverhorn. Three hits, and then Silverhorn walks toward you. It's always good to keep him in this pattern, otherwise he could release minions, there could be all sorts of bad things that happen. So you need to keep him locked in this pattern. Flip right through it. Kind of cool to do that because the spacing on that's really tricky. There we go. Beautiful. We missed a cycle on the platforms. That's the only reason why time doesn't look as good as it could. Nonetheless, though, overall not bad. We had to also waste time getting those extra bolts, so that's RNG independent. But again, as you see, the maximum amount of time you can lose on bad RNG there is about 30 seconds or so. Still putting us well within the estimate of, the generous estimate of 35 minutes. Here's Rocky's jump kick in action. Nice pattern there. There we go. Not bad for a section. We definitely want to morph at the mini boss here. Again, gonna take a little bit of extra time to get these extra bolts. Yes, you can knock the putties out of that. It's awesome looking. So now we can pretty much just plow towards the end now that we have our bolts. Take a bunch of extra hits here. There we go. Not bad. That was actually a really good second room also. Stage 6 is shaping up to be pretty good on the whole. So we're going to do some rocket skips here because of these flips. You have to be fully morphed to do this, so that was really imperative that we morphed in within the first 2 sections here. We're not going to do the skips yet. In order to get the skips properly, we're going to let this particular rocket pass by. Not the next rocket, but the rocket after we're going to skip, and it'll set up the rest of the stage rather nicely. You have to work around these slowly moving platforms that you can increase their speed. Alright, here we go. Ready, set, flip. Beautiful. That way, when you're waiting for this platform, the rocket's passing by. And by the time you're ready, you can run right past it. So with Magnet Brain coming up, health preservation is definitely a must. We have 3 points of health, so unless we get horrible RNG with blue orbs, we should be just fine. Let's see if we can save any kind of time on this. Got good RNG so far with those green orbs staying right where they are. It's blue that we don't want. See, red here, all we do is just a simple flip. We can get right past that section. Whew. That green one, although it parked itself in a bad place, there's no way to move around it. Wow, this is really good RNG actually. There we go. Really, really, really nice RNG. There we go. Still within 35 seconds of the average. Yeah, not to be confused with Magnaburn. Alright, so here comes Avenues, the final boss of the game. It's him, and then you get like a Metroid-like ending, which is really funny. As you see, we have 7 lives. Again, they're not only costly, but they're plentiful in this game. So, dying, really not an issue in a marathon run, to be honest. Three hits, again, much like Silverhorn. Move on over to this side. Once we get Ooze kind of in this pattern, it's not too bad. Oh, unfortunately it does 2 points of hit damage there, but that's fine. We'll call it buffer for the escape sequence. There we go. Not bad. Even with the death there, we might have taken it in the escape. Now I can kind of showcase everything in the escape. And I would debate doing that maybe in a run. Just so I can show this off. Alright, let's do this. of damage boosting in this section. Alright, got the spike skip. Gonna take those idiot seconds there. There we go. Awesome. Not a bad ascent. Timer stops on the last putty. There we go, 31:11, not bad. It's actually a gold split too for my average. Estimate was gonna be 35 minutes. That's even with deaths. Some purposeful, some not so much. Considering my sum of best is 29:25, not bad at all. That final sequence is really exciting. You have to wait for the timer to run out for the montage to begin or the end credits. Thank you so much for watching this. I appreciate it. Again, very, very marathon safe. We ended the run with 8 lives. That could have easily been a sub 31 had the platforms not gone weird in stage 5. I try to keep up with that. Sometimes when you're like in dealing with beat 'em ups, it's kind of difficult to keep track of that at the same time, but you get used to it after a while. Thank you. Dragon sword. But yeah, that's the end of all my recordings. Now it's just, I have everything all written up. It's just a matter of getting it on the form and sending it out. It's all 5 runs. Which I'm gonna do immediately after this these credits are done rolling. In the future, Butters, BB, and I might submit this together in co-op. It's 2 runs I have now that end in Fiend. Hyrule Warriors ends like that too.